Hello everyone, Peaches832 here, back again with some what's on about Kickstarter for this video. Let's see what is going on Kickstarter. Oops, I'm a little bit off the mark here. And apparently I've opened up a couple of projects inadvertently. Anyway, first of all, we got 50 free films by Mark Sortland. So in 50 free iconic movie costumes. That might be a little bit of a copyright thing. It's 11% fun at 29 days to go. I really have no interest in it, personally. Let's have a look if it will load up, please. There it is. The back design says 50 free films. Very black. It looks like a film strip, which is fitting. It's mirror image, despite the fact that the faces are obviously one way. And, I mean, I guess it makes sense that it's black bordered, I suppose. Pretty decent sized goal. I doubt it's going to fund. It's very... Well, every card just has a different image on it. Obviously, there's Marilyn Monroe. You see Ghostbusters, which is a blatant copyright thing. I think that's John Travolta from, I forget what movie, obviously Bond, Sound of Music, Forrest Gump I'm seeing, oh, Pretty Woman, etc., etc. They're all pretty recognizable, which again poses copyright issues because, hey, you can look at that and say, well, I know exactly what that is, and that could be a copyright issue, in my opinion. What is this? Yikes, they're expensive too. Okay, 15 pounds for one deck. Yeah, absolutely not. I doubt it's being produced by anyone major because I don't know the USPC would produce this for copyright issues. Now, it's 53 different films, but there's 56 cards in a deck. I believe he's selling 200 decks. And he's also selling paintings of the original artwork. Apparently Top Gun, Pretty Woman, Ghostbusters, and Forrest Gump have already been sold to private collectors. Okay. Moving on. Yet another bicycle stained glass deck from Collectible Playing Cards of my Gistaville. I don't know why he's not using the Collectible Playing Cards account, but that's what it is. 16% fun at 20 is to go to stained glass Aries deck. Personally, there's been, what, 4 stained glass decks now? I'm kind of over this whole thing. It's nice, but, I mean, are you just going to keep doing these over and over and over again with different, you know, images on them, different colors? It's a pretty big goal, too. $9,000 US. I don't know if that's going to fund, buddy. I mean, he sometimes has difficulty funding decks that have, like, $3,000 goals. And it's interesting. You get the core card image inside its little box, and then the artwork kind of expands outside that. But again, it's standard core cards, and it's kind of just more of the same old, same old. By the way, I kind of feel looking at the number cards, with that stained glass element in the background, I think it's an interesting idea. But I do kind of think that the pips, especially the ace pips, kind of blend into it a bit too much from what I'm seeing. And it makes it hard to identify what that card is. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe it'll be different in a final product. $11 for one deck, though, is a good price. Moving on. Sheepdog, Wild Frog, oh boy. We got 4 14-point cards by Don Capaldi. 33% fun, 28 days to go. I believe I've seen this one on Instagram. Yes, I have. 414. Not sure what that number represents. Is it supposed to be like some version of 808, I guess, maybe? Or 909 or whatever. I don't know. The jokers are very simple. They just say 414 on it. The court cards are standardly colored. It's an interesting back design with some border elements for fanning and cardistry. It is a collector's deck. £9 for one deck is actually a pretty decent price. Fulfillment by Murphy, so I'll be able to get it later on, no problem, if it funds. The back design is not very original, though. It just looks like a lot of other decks with the crystallization, if you will. The Ace of Spades is not overly exciting. Pink for the Hearts and Diamonds. It's the Pink's deck, as they call it. And you get the same crystallization, whatever you want to call it, detail in the background of the court cards, which is fine. They call them custom court cards. Not really. They're standard court cards with a background. That's not exactly custom. Custom court card for me would be a completely unique original court card devoid of standard court card elements. This is more of a modified court card. And then there's a stretch goal for a seal, numbered, I guess, or maybe not numbered, but that's just a number. There's also a stretch goal of 160% for the Blues edition, which is just a blue version of the pink deck. And they could do a lot of different colors of this deck if they really wanted to. Let's hope not. Let us hope not. Is it going to fund? It may. It's getting there, but still. £5,300 of a goal. We'll see. It's raining quite a bit. Anyways, next up we have Valhalla playing cards. A deck of Valkyries. Why not Valhalla, which most people are familiar with? I don't know, like, to me, when I think of this stuff, I think of Valhalla with a V. Not Valhalla, so I don't know why they did this to Valhalla, but whatever. It's by the Cardster. It is well funded, $1 this deal. Printed by Noir Arts, I know that much. It's got quite a bit of funding. This is their second project as well. What was their first? And I see that Roman Kotif of Noir Arts is a collaborator on the project. Because he is a collaborator on the project and it is being produced with his companies, this is actually a second version. There was a previous Valhalla version. I didn't even realize that. So, there's that. Because he is producing the decks and he is benefiting directly financially from these projects, I don't think he should be pledging for them, but he does pledge for the projects that Noir Arts is producing. To me, that's a bit of an ethical violation, and I just don't agree with it. I don't know how much he's pledged for it. I wouldn't mind knowing that information, because I want to know how much. I mean, I don't know, it's an ethical thing. Court cards are okay. It's an interesting deck, interesting colors. And that is that. There's your back design. It's not very exciting, considering it's a very fancy tuck case and set. Considering the cards are kind of meh. You could probably get the original decks as well as a sign. Moving on, we have the CPU playing cards by SA Playing Card Company. So go check it out, SA. It's from Naples, Italy, you guys. Okay, not what I expect. I was thinking SA. I was thinking Hispanic company. My bad. Maybe it stands for something. They are apparently marked on the edge, and they look like computer chips. The back design, which is interesting. I think I've seen this maybe on Instagram. I'm not totally sure. It is well funded already. Nice Ace of Spades with circuited designs on it. I don't hate the back design. The Joker fits the theme. I like the edge marking. I'm curious about this information here. It's a collaboration of Dylan Ness Design Studio and two of the most important Italian playing card manufacturers. Is what SA playing card company is. Who those manufacturers are, don't know. 13 euros for one deck. It's an okay price. I want to know more about the faces. Only 500 decks, at least, to start with. So it's very limited. Crust 310 GSM German Black Horse stock. Aircushion superior finish. Traditionally cut. Printed by SA Playing Card Company. Who's the SA Playing Card Company? Who's printed it? Is what I would like to know. Apparently they're working with Murphys and Gamblers. So that's good. No why they're comparing it with a casino deck. The faces are modified Urkel faces. I don't mind that. Don't know what that has to do with the CPU theme exactly. They said yeah. The core cards don't really fit the theme. Like, why not? If you're gonna do a computer themed deck, CPU themed deck, computer chip themed deck, why not have some of that theme on the actual number cards and court cards? But I do like that it's marked, and I'm interested in it because of that. Oh god. Stretch tools for about 300 different color variations. That's ridiculous. 5,000 euro gold for the red, which is unlocked. 8,000 for blue. 12,000 for green, foil green edition. To hit 13,000 custom number seals, 20,000 metallic inks, 30,000 inner box printing. Oh, very nice. All right, so there's that. As long as Murphy's is involved in there somewhere, I'll be able to get them. I still would like to know more about the company printing them. But anyways, moving on. Your Aunt Susan's Kupfuber by Sulo Trusted. 25% fun at 20 days to go. It looks like a deck of cards. Let's have a look at that. There is definitely playing cards in there somewhere. I don't know what Kupfuber means. It does say illustrated playing cards, spiel carton. And they're interesting. Nice custom, I don't know if I say nice, but the custom court cards. And 4 jokers apparently. And they're not bad. There's 2 different versions apparently. And apparently another one. Hocus Pocus themed. I don't know what that's about. Oop. Unfortunately, because it's not in English, well, there is some in English actually. Printed in November. Are cards suitable for children or are they dangerous? Already then. No idea who's producing them. Apparently, that's the Bat Designs. 2 different decks. Both decks together is 20 euros. Not really feeling it, but it's interesting, I suppose. All right. Next up, we have SCP Foundation Playing Cards Volume 1. Secure, Contain, Protect. Okay. By Gabriel Discordia. It's 22% funded, 20 days to go. And not really feeling. First of all, I don't know why this king does not have a suit. Second of all, it's completely custom suits and make it really unplayable, unusable by Discordia merchandising. Yeah, just absolutely not. And how much is it? It's $9 on the early bird for a deck. Not really feeling the index is on the wrong corner as well, by the way. At least for my personal, liking. Yeah, just no. Then we got Alice Luminous, the wing playing cards by Old Gravity. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's open it in a tab, not a window. It is funded, 26 days to go. Again, I believe it's printed by Norm Arts, and again, I believe Roman Kotiv is putting money into that. So basically, yeah, I don't support that. It is indeed printed by Noir Arts in Europe. Looks like a very nice, shiny, foily tuck cases. Will the cards be quite that, illustrious? We'll see. The Golden Flying Deck of Mighty Heroes. $14 US for one deck. The back design is not too bad. I prefer if it had white borders. Then again, it's fine. It matches the faces, so the gold borders are fine. The faces are actually pretty nice. It's a pretty unique looking deck. Digitally hand-drawn by the artist. Okay. You see the different figures. Hermes, Eros. For some reason, Noir Arts has a fame for producing very mythical themed decks. It's very interesting looking. Very interesting court cards. I don't, necessarily hate it. I don't know if I necessarily like it, but it's not bad. I'll give him, credit, I guess, for the artwork. It's pretty nice. Nice number cards. Pips are interesting. I just wonder how is it going to look like once they're printed out on actual paper. Then we got American Presidential Playing Cards by Stephen Nelson. 5% fund at 26 days. I don't think it's going to fund at this rate. What a time to release a presidential themed deck when there is an impeachment going on. If you don't think Trump is guilty of anything, just look at his responses to everything, throwing tantrums, acting like a baby, deflection, obstruction, protesting. These are not the actions of an innocent person. Just saying. Let's look at these cards. The number cards are pretty standard. $14 US for one deck. The back design is these stars and stripes. They replaced the white with gold, apparently. Printed by MPC. Golden metallic foil on the backs. Traditionally cut. I didn't know they did that. And then the cards are just completely standard. It's not a good deck at all. It's horrible. If you're going to do a deck that's presidential themed, why not have presidents on them? We're not seeing any hint of that. We're seeing completely standard faces. We're seeing a flag for the back design with unnecessary gold foil, which is just going to add to the cost and the price for absolutely no reason. And it's not great. Veteran created and designed for those who want tangible piece of their history. Conversation piece. You really didn't create anything. You just put a flag on the back design and changed the white to gold foil. I don't know. Thank you for your service, but next we have Empress Playing Cards by Colin McIntyre. 23% funded, 28 days to go. And I do want to see something else. If this will load up. There it is. For fine players. Well, I'm not fine enough for this. New. There's artwork on all the faces, which I'm not a huge fan of. It's an exotic steampunk themed playing cards. And a game in which players compete for table supremacy. Well, that makes it a little more interesting that it has a game component. 24 bucks Canadian for one deck. Yeah. Okay. It's interesting artwork. It's good artwork, I will say. Unorthodox indices and typography. How are they really unorthodox? They're just custom, not really unorthodox outside of the colors. The diamonds are, and I guess the hearts are green. Some interesting steampunk type elements available. It doesn't say who's producing the cards that I'm aware of. It just says that it's a luxurious finish, metallic ink printing. Yeah, I'm not paying 24 bucks for no-name printing, buddy. But I don't think it's gonna fun. But who knows? Can't really see the bad design either. I wanted to see something here as well very quickly because I'm curious about something. Magistrate, which is the next project to look at. Okay, see, my question is, they already have a red one, but they're doing a project for Magistrate Red with Alexa Edition by Endale Productions and Jason Troiano 40 years ago. Here's my problem with this. First of all, it says point blank on a picture, Gold Monarchs giveaway. Problem, you cannot do a giveaway on Kickstarter. They do not allow it. You've been reported, by the way. Secondly, how is this not the same as the deck you've already produced? Honoring the tradition and history of the law, yet you're violating Kickstarter laws with this project. That's just hilarious. It's 12 bucks for the Magistrate deck in red, $20 add-on for the Election Edition. Yikes. It's a gold foil add-on. Okay, that's interesting. Not really feeling this at all. I'm not feeling these decks at all. Was never a fan, but this is just violating Kickstarter rules left and right. Moving on, and I can't support that. Moving on. Anything else we need to talk about this week? Believe we looked at Vampire cards already last week by Mark Haney, 27% funded, 22 days to go. Don't think it's going to happen. Fifth Kingdom Semi-Transformation Decks by Will Royer is funded, 15 days to go. Make sure you go check that one out. Special thanks to Will again for sending me the Fifth Kingdom prototype deck, which you can check out my review on. Humanity Playing Cards by Matthew Matsumoto. Not going to fund. 0% funded, 16 days to go. It's just not that exciting. I guess people don't want to see actual people on court cards, on playing cards. We want to see, you know, hand-drawn images or figures, not Photoshop pictures. Moving on. 1969, Space Team Playing Cards by Jason Chang is funded, 19 days to go. It's pretty nice and interesting. UC United Cards 2019, number 7 Playing Cards by Montenji Design. And United Cards is funded, 10 days to go. Club Pits V2 by Dwayne Cardenas is funded, 19 days to go. Davsos, Full House of Gods by Tautvides Kaltinas. 59% funded, 26 days to go. I think it's just a matter of time before that one funds. Looked pretty interesting from what I can recall. Vivaldi by Passon Team, Passon Playing Cards. Again, special thanks to them for sending me the limited edition Integrity deck this week with the pledge for the other decks from that last project they did. Always appreciated. And that one is currently funded, 17 days ago. Make sure you go check it out. Beautiful looking cards. Then we got the free cards playing card set by Top Secret Press, which I couldn't recommend. It's just horrible from the looks of it. 62% funded, 16 days to go. Women's Cards Tech Deck by Zach Walls is funded, 13 days to go. It's not doing as well funding wise as previous projects that I can recall. And then Jurassic Playing Cards by Peregrine 360, 60% funded, 10 days to go. May or may not make it, probably not, considering how much is left, but you never know. London Diffractor Playing Cards by Philip Dees is 86% funded, 8 days to go. I think it will just make it, but it's not quite doing as good as you might expect it to do. It does have a very big goal. You can see it's $51,000 pledged so far. It's a massive goal. I do think that's Canadian currency, but I'm not 100% sure. But still, it's a massive goal for a project. I don't know why it's so high. Ristretto Playing Cards by Howling Jacks is 62% funded, 7 days to go. Don't think it's going to happen. Sears Latest by Sears Playing Cards is funded, 7 days to go. Jackalope Playing Cards by Matt Fitzwater is 58% funded, 8 days to go. I don't think it's going to happen, although it's an interesting concept. Classic 2000 by Yang Yahan is 24% funded, 12 days to go. That is not likely going to happen at this rate. Save the Planet Poker Deck by A Give You My Earth is 3% funded, 6 days to go. Ain't going to happen. Meridian Playing Cards by Blink Card Company is 81% funded, 3 days to go. It's not. It may fund, it may just make it. By the way, I just want to say about the Save the Planet Poker Deck. You know, you might do better if you campaigned more with like environmental groups. Also, if you use recycled plastic to produce your playing cards or recycled paper, it might go over bigger with environmental groups. Next up, we got Hypey Hippie Whatever Playing Cards by Hypey Hippie Lab. It's funded, 4 days to go. Thank goodness I won't have to say that name again, because I don't know how to pronounce it. Hypey Hippie, Hippie Happy. It's an interesting deck with brains on it. Endless Time Playing Card by Alexander Feldman is funded, 25 hours to go. Good stuff. It's a pretty interesting looking deck. Crops No More 2. Limited edition. I don't know what happened to what Crops No More 1 was. I don't recall seeing it ever. By Hong Ziana. It is well funded somehow. 10 days to go. I don't know why people are throwing money at that one, but they are. Cosmic Ink Makes You Think by M. Hemstreet. They've changed their picture there, I think, but 8% funded, 24 days to go. I don't see it happening. One by Gold Digital Studio with a monogrammed leather case and a wooden box and some poker cards for the hell of it. It's 3% funded, 61 hours to go. Not a chance that it's going to happen. Mask of Evil card game. I don't even call it that's a deck of cards. And that's it for Kickstarter. But for now, I am recording this the day before. By the way, I see it as Paisley one funded. Good stuff. I will, if there's anything new to add on tomorrow before I get this uploaded, I will do that. So that is it for now. Comment, rate, subscribe, and what you think. We'll see you next time for Thanks for watching.